Sucked again, huh? Big surprise. Once again, Raw has sucked. It has just gone beyond being boring, repetitive. For God fucking sakes, I feel like I'm back in 2007 with this Orton Cena shit. So it starts off a little bit differently with CM Punk. Well, with Stephanie McMahon and Kane also. And, this is the new gimmick for Kane. So CM Punk comes out. And let me just say this first. CM Punk comes out. Very boring, trying to be a man of the people. But, he doesn't sound like he did in 2011 when he was trying to be the voice of the company, the voice of the voiceless. He's not there anymore. This feels like a very cheap second-rate CM Punk. It's not the same Punk. It's like a beaten down Punk, the Punk that's not in the main event. He's just like he's basically like a fucking hobo. He's the hobo in the WWE. He's just wandering around without any place to really go. He's just in random feuds, and he's just a waste, a mid-card waste. So Kane comes out, reads some, legal thing off the top of his head and says that, they looked into it and, the Shield did not attack them, because Triple H said so. And this is Kane's new gimmick, talking like a fucking legal robot. I mean, these are the ideas that they come up with. Lawyer Kane. This is not a good look for Kane. It's, his corporate Kane is, it's not good. Nothing is good with this shit. And when they try something new, usually they say, don't be scared of new things. Try new things. No, stop trying new things. It's not working. These new things are not working at all. This is just fucking boring, retarded, and dumb. It's a waste. You can see it's not working. Why do they continue to do things that don't work? If you know the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, fucking fix this shit because it ain't fucking working. Then they make a match. It's gonna be Punk versus the Shield in a handicap match at TLC. Well, this is going to be a 5-star match, I tells you. I mean, seriously, you think this match is going to be good? A handicap match? What is Punk going to do against 3 guys? If he wins this match, it will be retarded because who's going to believe that one guy who's not even that big can fight Roman Reigns, alone and 2 other guys? He'll just get fucking killed if it's if this were reality, he'd be fucking dead. He'd be fucking curb stomped and he'd be dead. So why are you even gonna do this? He's probably gonna lose. And then if he wins, it just would be stupid. So why the fuck have the match at all? If they're gonna do this, get it out of the way on a Raw or a SmackDown. If they gotta get it out of their system and do it, because that's what WWE does. They don't care what the fans want. They want it. They gotta get it out of their systems, and unfortunately, they make you fucking pay for it, $50 no less on a pay-per-view, so they can act out all their retarded fantasies on pay-per-view. Then it's Damian Sandow defeating Dolph Ziggler for the #1 contendership to the piece of shit IC title that Big E Langston currently holds. What a fucking retard-ass match that's going to be, especially because it's going to be on TLC. Maybe it'll even be on the pre-show. Who the fuck knows? I got a feeling it's probably going to be on the pre-show. But if it ain't, that's just going to be sad to have it on pay-per-view. Sandow Big E Langston. Does this even sound like a match you'd want to see, or anything that would be on a pay-per-view card? Then the match itself, while not bad, was short. This is over some big prestigious title, and it lasts 3 fucking minutes. And he just beats him with a full Nelson slam. Not a good finisher. Not a good finisher at all. A lame transitional move. It's nothing more than a transitional move, and it's a fucking finisher. At least Sandow won. I'm happy with that. If they give him the IC belt, that's okay. I won't complain about that. But really, even if Sandow somehow manages to win the belt, which I'm predicting he won't, what the fuck will it even mean? IC champions, US champions don't mean shit. Look at Dean Ambrose, has been walking around with the US title belt since the beginning of the year, and he hasn't done jack shit as champion. This is what I mean. Secondary titles don't mean anything. They used to back in the day during the Attitude Era. It was a good belt to hold before a guy became world champion, or if he wasn't good enough to be world champion, at least he had a belt. And those belts used to be defended on almost every single fucking show. And if it wasn't defended on every single show, it was at least defended at almost every single pay-per-view. So the belt doesn't mean anything. Having another shitty ass, championship match is not going to mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Everything's fucking pointless. I ain't even trying to be funny here. It's all fucking pointless. When they win a belt, they don't defend it. It's gonna keep going around circles. It has for fucking years. Then we're on to Natalya and the Bellas defeating AJ, Tamina, and Summer Rae. What a fucking shit-ass botch fest this was. Botches aplenty. There were botches all over the place. They fucked up almost every single spot in this match. AJ's skipping around the ring. This crazy gimmick, it's not working at all. It hasn't worked since they've been doing it for fucking 2 years already. Just lame. Lame match. It doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's kind of weird seeing Summer Rae. She's not even with Fandango, but she's doing the dancing gimmick. Everybody's fucking dancing around the whole fucking place, and nobody's even doing anything. It's just dancing, skipping. What is this? I don't get it. It's just so much fluff shit, and it's bad enough you got botches, but then you got dancing. And then you got just meaningless matches all over the place. This Divas division, it's shit. It's boring. Nobody likes it. And yet they still continue to cram it down our throats. It's there, but it shouldn't be. Why do they continue to have this division? No one cares. No one gives a fuck about the Divas division. And they still continue to carry on with this shit. Every single fucking pay-per-view, every single fucking Raw, they continue having these big Divas tag matches, and they all fucking suck, all full of botches and full of divas that no one even likes. And so Natalya ends up beating AJ, and there's speculation that AJ's being punished because she passed out on a tour, which is fucking pathetic. If that is the reason why they are doing this to AJ, then I have to say that Vince McMahon is a fucking asshole beyond all belief. And Vince McMahon has gone to new lows, but he's gone to even newer lows if that is the case. And I hope that is not the case, because if that is the case, then he is a fucking mental case. Then you got this shitty ass retarded segment with Wade Barrett. Bad News Barrett. Hashtag Bad News Barrett. Hashtag lame ass. That's what I think. So Wade Barrett hasn't done jack shit for like 6 months. Hasn't done jack shit his whole fucking career basically. And now he comes back and he's in a segment. They dress him up in a suit. He comes out there at a podium. And he calls people hillbillies. And this is supposed to be funny. Some retarded ass hashtag stamp comes across the screen, and I don't even get why they're doing this. What is the fucking point of this thing? This is like the 1-800-fella shit from months back. Why did they do lame ass shit that's not even funny? Nobody's laughing. Nobody's even reacting. You know, they did when he called them hillbillies, but it's a cheap way to get a response. I know they've done this in wrestling for a long time, insulting the crowd, but there's no reason to have this whole thing. You know, the show's going, there's matches and stuff, and all of a sudden Wade Barrett's just standing there on a podium. Like, where does this come from? Which fucking retard, toddler mind fucking moron wrote this shit? Seriously, who is responsible for this? I know Vince McMahon has that type of, sense of humor. You know, he likes poopy jokes and stuff. You know, he's got the mind of a fucking child. But this just surprised me. This was beyond retarded. Even for WWE nowadays, that was just, I don't know. When I saw that, it just, my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe they would do something that dumb. You know, it's okay to be random at times for humor, but this was just randomly retarded. Then we got Daniel Bryan defeating Eric Rowan, and nothing came of this kidnapping Daniel Bryan. They kidnapped him. I don't know what the fuck they did to him. They said he was disoriented in the parking lot. You know, they carry him off and nothing happens. They got this big thing and everybody's concerned and nothing happens. Nothing came of it. Why did they do it if there's no follow-up? From 1 week to the next, there's this big thing. They fucking kidnap a guy. Then he appears and he's just wrestling normal the next week. Match was okay. Not bad or anything. Not Daniel Bryan's best. Eric Rowan's a piece of shit. Daniel Bryan, kind of got him into it, so not a terrible match, a decent match. Daniel Bryan gets him with a roll-up. Kind of a cheap ending, but it's okay. Typical smaller guy beats a big guy with a roll-up. Then after the match, Kane puts Daniel Bryan in a handicap match against the Wyatts. So it's cute little symmetry. Punk fights the Shield and Daniel Bryan fights the Wyatt. It's retarded. They don't do this ever. Handicap matches like this always end up sucking because once again, Daniel Bryan, who's even a smaller guy than CM Punk, is gonna fight the Wyatts, guys that outweigh him, each of them 100, 200 pounds. Look at Eric Rowan, this big monster dude. How the fuck are we supposed to believe that Daniel Bryan even stands a chance against them? If he wins, it will be unrealistic, and if he loses, it will be too predictable. So you see, they've already lost before the match even happens. This is what I'm saying. It's very stupid to have handicap matches on a pay-per-view. How is this even supposed to be good? Is it supposed to be good? I don't know anymore because all the pay-per-views fucking suck anyway. So what is the point? This company is just a runaway train of just bad ideas and no direction. R-Truth and Xavier Woods defeat Tons of Funk. Speaking of no direction and just wasting everybody's time, holy fucking shit, everybody in this match, those terms, those words I just spoke greatly applied to this. So on SmackDown, I know I didn't review it because I didn't feel like it. Brodus Clay sort of turned heel. He's still in the process of turning heel, and he's dressing with dinosaur spikes on his back. How stupid. If he's gonna go heel, he shouldn't be dressing like a retard. And Xavier Woods is just unimpressive, and R-Truth is just there for no reason. Two black guys teaming together for no fucking reason, just to have a match. For this is a feud. There was a bad botch at the end. You got Xavier Woods going for an Oklahoma roll. Brodus Clay can't even turn his fat self over, and it ends up looking fake as shit. Holy fuck, it looked bad. Looked really bad. Made both guys look terrible. What a fucking disaster. That was a bad match, and it's a bad fucking feud in the works. Then they kind of tease some Tensai Brodus Clay feud. You know, Brodus pushes Tensai away. Does anybody want to see this? I don't at all. What the fuck? All these feuds are very uninteresting, and all of them suck. Hey, can you get one fucking decent thing on this show? It's all fucking garbage. The whole fucking thing. It just all fucking sucks. Then you got Sin Cara defeating Alberto Del Rio, and I gotta tell you, this was just out of nowhere. Like, Del Rio was world champion, and then all of a sudden, Sin Cara just beats him like a jobber, and he's not even really Sin Cara. That's fucking Unico. That's Unico under there. That's Unico under that fucking mask. We all know it. He's got a tattoo. It's a new tattoo, but no, it ain't a new tattoo. It's new because it's a new guy. It's Unico, and dang, he's not even a new guy. He's just a new guy doing something that he used to do, and this whole fucking shit is a mess. You got guys playing other characters. You got storylines no one gives a shit about. Del Rio's a champion one week and he's losing to jobbers the next. I hate Del Rio, but this doesn't make sense. This guy just beats him out of nowhere, and you know, at least it's Unico, so there were no botches from Sin Cara in this match. You know, none that were that big anyway. But you know, I like Sin Cara. I did say in the past that Unico was a guy that had potential. So, you know, if they want to finally start building Sin Cara up to something big, I would support it. You know, the guy's got talent, and I'm never against pushing talented guys. The Shield defeats the Big Show and Goldust and Cody Rhodes. You know, here's the thing. This was an okay match, but they're repeating a lot of the same shit. Watching this the past couple of weeks with different assortments of guys, Usos and different Wyatts in here with the Shield and the Rhodes brothers. It's just a little bit too samey to me. It's all the same shit. It's a repeat. You know, decent match. Cool that Goldust did a hurricane off the top. Always gonna be a Goldust fan. That's one of the reasons why. But you know, this match, I've seen it before. I've seen it 1,000 fucking times the past couple of weeks, and I'm getting kind of sick of it. It'd be nice to see something different. I know that they don't have a lot of tag teams, and this is the way how they mask it by, you know, kind of shuffling it and taking one guy out and putting a different guy in. But really, when it comes down to it, they've only got 3 or 4 teams. Real Americans, Usos, Shield, Rhodes Brothers, and the Wyatts. You know, they've got more teams that they used to, but they don't know how to really book it so it feels different, and it's all feeling the same. And the Big Show in there just makes it worse to boot. Then you've got another bad news Barrett segment. What the fuck? Another thing, constipation, making fun of people on Thanksgiving for being fat asses. This is humor we've heard before. It's not funny. We've heard it on other programs, other shows, other movies. You eat a lot of food on Thanksgiving, you're fat. You know, very fucking funny. Very original and very funny. No, it wasn't. It's lame, shitty, retarded, random, dumb. Wade Barrett's a fucking jobber. Get him off my fucking TV. Then it's Ryback and Curtis Axel defeating Kofi Kingston and The Miz. Straightforward bullshit match that no one gives a fuck about. So The Miz was supposed to turn heel. Now they're kind of pulling back on a little bit. Oh, they're just, you know, trying to make themselves be competitive. You know, Miz slaps Kofi, and you know, this is competitive. We're all friends in the PG era. We don't want to be enemies. We just want to be competitive. Hey, you know, you can't even get a proper heel turn anymore in this fucking shit. Don't make any fucking sense. He drops off the ring apron. You know, he's acting all nasty one week, and now he's trying to motivate Kofi to be a better competitor. This is just going beyond being PG. You know, don't be a bad guy, kids. You know, just if you're gonna pick on somebody, do it so they can be more competitive. That's fucking dumb. Then it's Mark Henry defeating Fandango, and I've got to say that this shit is boring, dumb, retarded. Mark Henry's acting like sexual chocolate, wiggling for Summer Rae, and while this it might be funny to some, this is something that took place 14, 15 years ago. I might find it funny if I was still a fucking teenager watching this shit back then, but I ain't anymore. And to see something, Mark Henry, a wrestler from 15 years ago, doing shit that he did 15 years ago, is pretty fucking sad, pretty fucking pathetic, and pretty fucking dumb. Why'd this guy come back so he could wrestle Fandango, a fucking fruitcake, on Raw in a fucking match that no one cares about? Nah, unacceptable. Then you got the Real Americans defeating the primetime players. And I have to say, more shitty, retarded humor here. So on SmackDown, they had an eating contest. And Titus O'Neil ate too much food. Cesaro gave him a big swing, and he started throwing up. It was dumb. It was stupid. It was childish. And I have to say, the fact that they did this again, he didn't throw up this time, but the point that they made, like he was getting queasy and he was about to, I just couldn't believe that they repeated the same thing again. So, he spins him around again. He starts to get sick, and they tag in Darren Young, and he gets beat. And this is supposed to be funny. We're supposed to be laughing at this. I'm not laughing. I feel like fucking crying because it's fucking pathetic that this is supposed to be humorous. This is not humorous. It's fucking sad. It's sad that this is what they present to us as, as something that's supposed to be humor, that's supposed to be entertainment. How is it entertainment if I ain't being entertained? I'm being fucking bored out of my mind. I'm not laughing. It's not funny. It's just something for children. Even children wouldn't find this funny. You can see there's a lot of children's programming nowadays that's 10 times more sophisticated than this shit. And I'm not even joking. Turn on the TV and take a look. Then they do a vote. And the fans are fucking retarded as all hell. They vote that you got 3 choices: unified champion, undisputed WWE champion, or undisputed world champion. And they all go for unified champion. The worst fucking choice out of them all. And maybe it wasn't the fans. Maybe it was WWE that made this choice. If this is what they end up calling the fucking belt, then they could just fucking kiss my fucking ass. Unified champion sounds retarded. It just is not proper language. It doesn't sound good. Okay, so it might not be grammatically incorrect or anything, but it doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound correct. Undisputed champion sounds better. It sounds more majestic, more championship-like than unified champion. Undisputed champion. I think maybe, actually, that I think about it, WWE might have actually tweaked these results a little bit because they didn't want to have another undisputed champion because Jericho was the first undisputed champion. So I think they might have kind of manipulated the results. But then if that's what they did, then why the fuck ask people in the first place? And then the show ends with Cena and Orton in a contract signing. And then they have a fight that's like a brawl, but it feels more like a match. And this preview, this little match-like brawl that they had, if this is any indication of the quality of the match that we're going to see, it's going to be PG retardation, and it's going to suck. Because what I was seeing was a bunch of fucking lousy-ass shots with chairs and ladders that looked fake. Barely any contact. You know, they're not hardcore. They're not athletic. So having a TLC match is not their style, and it never has been. They've been trying to do this. There was at one point that they voted Cena one of the most hardcore wrestlers on their website. Nobody bought into that shit, thank God. And they're still trying to shove that concept down our throats that Cena could do anything. Cena does a hurricanrana. All of a sudden, he's an athletic high flyer. Bull fucking shit. Cena sucks and Orton is garbage. They both fucking suck. They're two of the worst wrestlers I've ever seen. Two of the worst champions in the history of this company. And they are going to have a match that is going to disappoint. And it is going to pretty much terrify people at how bad it's going to be. Because trust me, I've seen this match before multiple times. It's going to be bad. And this time I think it's going to be even worse. Fucking lousy ass show. Couple of decent things here and there. But I feel like I said it every week. Of course, over 3 hours there's going to be at least something that's okay. But over 3 hours, holy shit. More than half of it should at least be good, but no, that ain't the case here. Garbage. Fucking garbage. Fucking feuds. Stupid random shit with Wade Barrett. Repeat matches. And just fucking wrestlers that I don't give a shit about. Fuck WWE already. What the fuck is the point of this fucking show? It's all garbage. It's full of jobbers. It's bad booking, bad comedy, bad everything. Everything's fucking bad. It would be okay if we got something good every now and then. I wish I could say something's good, but I can't because it's fucking bad. Sucked.